What's up, everybody? We're here on another beautiful day in Houston, Texas. As you can see behind me, we have the beautiful Mark V Supra in nitro yellow. I've been blessed by my wife's cousin, Foot, who graciously let me borrow his car for a couple of days so I can get a good review of it. I'm not going to go into full details like some of the car YouTubers and stuff like that. I'm just going to kind of give my opinion as a car enthusiast and stuff like that, and tell you guys what I like about the car, what I don't like about the car, and if it's a good choice for you guys if you're looking for a new sports car to drive. Now, this car right here is a GR model, and this one is manual, 6-speed manual. Thank God Toyota and BMW still love us car enthusiasts and stuff like that to give us those gears to roll. I am a manual fanatic, and literally almost every single car that I've owned has been a manual. And to me, it's none other than just the driving experience that it just creates that experience with the vehicle, and you just get that connection as far as the driving experience and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into a lot of details like a lot of these guys go into. I'm just gonna give you my perspective, and yeah, just have you guys do a little walk around real quick, check the car out, and we'll get on the road. We'll do a quick walk around of the car, show our guys around it, and just the exterior, and then we'll go inside the interior whenever we ready to take a drive. This color is a nitro yellow, and I must say it is phenomenal on this car. It's beautiful. It has somewhat of a little pearl tint to it, so it pops in the sunlight whenever you get that nice pearlescent flake inside of it. It does have the carbon fiber mirrors, and it has the darker wheels on it compared to, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the premium model has the chrome and black ones, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not too familiar with these cars. I just know that it's legendary from the Supra itself. As most know, 90s, the Mark IV Supra was one of the best, and is. You go inside just a little bit just to give y'all an idea of what this one looks like as far as a manual edition. That's how the interior looks. Pretty clean, not too big, just enough for you to sit in and take a ride. All right, what's up, guys? We're gonna take the car for a drive. I kind of give you my review of daily driving this car for the last couple of days. I kind of wanted to get a good feel of it instead of just doing a 30-minute driving around and just kind of basing it off of that. I want to kind of give more of a daily driver aspect, because some of you guys might be looking, most of you guys, if you are going to purchase this car, you're going to be either looking at this car as a daily driver, or you're just going to be looking at it as a weekend warrior to hit the track, drag trace, or do Mexico things. But yeah, so that's why I waited a little while. I wanted to get used to the car, get more familiar with it, and use it as a day-to-day driver and see what's good, what's not good, in my opinion, as far as the car goes. And I'll basically benchmark it against my FK8, because to me, the FK8 Type R checks all the right boxes, and it offers so much for the value of the money. But with that being said, I guess I'll kind of start with the interior until we get closer towards the highway a little bit, and let you guys hear this thing and talk a little bit more about the performance side, at least on the highway, because that's where this thing kind of really shines, in my opinion, at the moment, just from doing normal day-to-day Houston driving. As you must know, a lot of you guys, if you are in the Houston area, it's flat out here. We don't have a lot of hills or whatnot. Well, we do, but you have to go way outside of Houston to experience those things. But with that being said, I'll kind of go over the interior until we get onto the highway. Let's start off with, of course, the obvious of this car is the 6-speed manual. Now, coming from Hondas and driven other manual cars, to me, Honda has it to the T. They're perfect as far as manual notching feel, the going into each gear, and as far as the clutch pedal feel and stuff like that. Now, initially, whenever I first started driving the car, I did feel like the clutch pedal was a little long. In my opinion, it's could be shortened up just a little bit, just to make it a little bit more driver friendly in a sense of that engagement throw. But the shifter is friggin' phenomenal. Friggin' each gear, you feel every single notch. It goes right into where you want it to go. No issues whatsoever. Clutch pedal, like I said, it is a little long, but it's not nothing that's detrimental. That being said, it's not really that big of a problem, but it's noticeable for me going from different vehicles of manuals and stuff like that. But my only other gripe, I guess, well, I'll go with my gripes about the car. The steering wheel and the seats. Steering wheel, I don't know what Toyota and BMW was thinking about, but this thing is literally feels like just metal wrapped in leather. It's really thin, and to me it's kind of, you don't get that good feel as far as a driver aspect in this steering wheel. It just kind of feels like they just had something, a design, and they threw it together and put it in the car, in my opinion. But of course, steering wheels can always be upgraded later on to something a lot better. Now, seat wise, the back is really nice. It's bolstered just a little bit where you need it at. It's comfy. I'm 5'8", 5'9" on a good day, whenever my back and knees are good, but about 195 pounds. And I fit comfortably in the car. With that being said, I do not like the bottom seat. The bottom is really small, and I'm pretty much almost ass cheek to ass cheek covering up the bottom of the seat. So that being said, a lot of you bigger guys might not feel comfortable in this car just because how tight it is a little bit. Now, I do kind of compare this interior more towards like how a 350Z is on the inside. You have your two seats, your trunk space with the hatch, and that's pretty much it. So to me, it's pretty much comparable to interior wise as a 350Z. So a lot of you guys, if you are coming from that, then you're pretty much going to get the exact same car as far as interior size, whatnot. Infotainment center, the dash is really cool, the gauge and everything. I like that. It's really BMW-esque, as most of you know. I know the radio, I'm not a fan of tablet style radios. Like they just look like it's a afterthought in a lot of vehicles inside the interior, and it's just like something they just put together and just toss it on there just to say they have a radio inside the car. And to me, it just looks tacky. And coming from, I've even had other Toyotas and stuff like that in the past too. Me personally, in-dash radio just looks a lot cleaner, a lot sleeker, and it's more something you can change over time. This, you can't change. It's just there. The audio system in general, this model has the JBL system. It's not bad, it's not the best, but it gets the job done. I'm about to hop on the highway, and you can turn the sport exhaust on so you guys can hear it just a little bit. This car is all stock, so it's not too loud, but you get that little bit of grunt whenever you get into higher RPMs. One thing that is nice about this car, you get the rev match, and it does have heads-up display, which I really enjoy in cars in general. No matter what it is, heads-up display is nice. It's a nice touch. But I'll let you hear this car a little bit. You got a little bit of traffic. This car is powered by the 3.0 turbo beefy D8, which, if you're into any of the new BMWs or up to date on any of the new cars, this car is a cheat code to power. Pretty much, from my knowledge, is intake, exhaust, downpipe, tune and maybe some fuel thrown at it, and you're at like 700 horsepower, which is nuts. Not many cars with that little bit of mods can get to those numbers. But I must say, as far as we're on the aspect of performance wise, this car handles phenomenal. As you've seen, we were doing the speed limit, and it feels like you're not doing the speed limit. Very well. It handles it really well. The suspension is really, not to say too stiff, but I mean, it's what you expect from a sports car aspect of driving, handling. It really, I never got to, I was supposed to go take it on a drive last night on some of the one-year roads that we have out here in Houston, but things happened, so I didn't get the chance to really actually test this car more. As far as like daily driving, there's plenty enough power in this thing to get you in trouble really quick. But of course, compared to the FK8, I wasn't full bolts on, but I was probably about 330. This car has like 380 horsepower, and as far as power delivery and everything, it's pretty comparable in from my experience and stuff like that. Do I say it's balls out fast? No. Is it quick? Yeah. And I think anybody who would buy this car and is looking for that sports car feel and acceleration and just having a fun car in general, you'll enjoy it a lot. As far as a daily driver, of course you're not going to have a crazy amount of space like you would in a sedan or a hatchback or a SUV and stuff like that. It is a sports car. You only have the 2 seats and you have a little bit of trunk space. Now granted, you can fit a good bit of groceries and everything in the back. From what I had, my backpack looked pretty small inside there in the back. So I mean, it's not like it's useless of a car. So, and then for instance, I noticed as well with the cup holders and stuff like that, the placement compared to like how my Type R is, the placement of the cup holders is really nice because it's kind of somewhat out of the way of your shifting situation. So you're never really hitting the cups, so to say, while you're driving, which is nice because my Type R, if I have any cups, it's literally in direct contact space of where the shifter is. So yeah, kind of my go-to whenever I got into the car the first day. I want to really experience, I want to get used to it, like I said. And I was kind of, right whenever I first got in the car, my first impression was the low ceiling height, the visibility and stuff like that. And after driving it after a while, the visibility is really awesome. Even with the lower roof lining, you still get plenty enough room to see in front of you on the windshield. It's not really intrusive to your side of driving. Even with the longer hood, you see everything of what you need to see. Now, there's no blind spots really on this car, even with just being two-door coupe. I know some other two-door coupes, you really have bad blind spots on your left and right-hand side because the pillars come down in your side of vision. Now, with this car, even with the smaller windows, I don't find it being that bad. I'm still able to see pretty much everything that I need to see inside the car and on the road and the vehicles next to me. My opinion on as far as the interior looks and feel, you get that premium touch of leathers and stuff like that, everything pretty much wrapped. I do like the actual real carbon fiber inside here compared to that fake carbon fiber that we get in the Type R. But as far as that, the seats are pretty decent, comfortable. They're not the best. I wish they had more bolstering on the side, but with the limited space that's inside here, I understand why Toyota and BMW put the seats the way they are inside here. Styling of this car, I wish they would have came out with the FT1. And if any of you know or don't know the FT1, go look it up because that thing was nasty. Now this car does have a lot of those features from that demo car, not say demo car, a concept car, and I just wish they would have added just a little bit more, because that car, in my opinion, would have been the perfect Supra in my eyes. Now, that being said, I do like the styling of the 5th gen Supra. It's really clean. It's subtle. Well, I say subtle. It's a take on the Mark IV in a sense, but somewhat more futuristic in my eyes. Now, some might say that the Mark IV Supra is the greatest Supra of all time, and as a 90s kid, it is an icon in my eyes. Does the Mark V live up to that car? Definitely in today's performance standards, I think it definitely outperforms it, stock for stock. Now, modded, of course, we all know the 2JZ is a legend, and this car modded, as we know, is really great and handles mods well. Like I mentioned, simple mods, 700 horsepower, retarded. It's lacking just a little bit of specialness to it, as I guess you can say. Like, whenever I get in my Type R, and I feel special in that car. Like, you got the red seats, you have the Type R legendary name basically splattered around the whole car, and you feel like you're getting to something special. I get into this car and I feel like I'm just getting into a BMW. And as a Supra fan, a Mark IV Supra fan, it's kind of lacking that feeling, that special, unique of what the car should be in my eyes. Now, granted, I'm not knocking it, but it's nice inside here, but it's not special. Like, you don't feel like you're getting into a Supra, so to say. And I think that's one of the main reasons why, me personally, I don't think I would buy one, just because it doesn't feel that special, so to say. Now, that being said, would I buy this car as a weekend car or a daily driver, or is a good daily driver or a good weekend car for you? Daily driver, sure, does what you need to do. You can have the power, have the fun that you need to do, and not be out, so to say. Is it a good weekend car? Hell yeah. Like I said, so this car has potential to go anywhere that you desire to take the car. If you like car shows, there's plenty enough modifications out there to turn your car into what you want it to be. You like drag racing, like I said, easy mods put on here, lots of power, and you can basically beat majority of everything on the streets. Now, we're out here in Houston, and we know we got some bad boys out here. So that being said, just take that one for granted. Now, track car, I have a friend that's in our group. He used to have a Type R, now he has a Supra, and he tracks his car. And I must say, that thing, watching it around the track not that long ago, that thing is sick and quick. So yeah, triple threat, anywhere you want to go, your type of styling or your cup of tea of driving. Daily driver, still perfect as it is stock. So you're not really missing out any way you want to do it. With that being said, my overall opinion of the car, I like it, but like I said, I do feel like it's missing that special, unique touch to make you feel like you're driving something special. And I hope Toyota, if you might be watching this one day, we need that essence back in our cars. We need that soul. At least for us enthusiasts, that's what we look for. It has to kind of just check all those little boxes to make it feel something we're getting our value of the car in a sense. And Would I buy this over my Type R if they were the same price? No. Just because I find the Type R just has, like I said, that special uniqueness to it. You feel like you're getting into something special. And yes, granted, the Type R, you will have to dump a crap ton of money into it to get to the power level of this car. But as far as a daily driver, leaving it stock, the Type R checks all the boxes, and it just does it better in my opinion. But that's just for me. The Type R is my benchmark on cars. It's kind of ruined me on finding something new, and everything that I find, especially that's in a manual option, there's not that much out there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a comment, like below. If you want to see more videos like this, please let me know. Or if you have a car in Houston and you want to let me review it, please comment down below. We can get together. And I hope y'all enjoyed this little bit. I'm not Doug DeMuro or any of these other guys that go into full detail of the car. I just want to kind of get my experience, give my thoughts of the experience I've had with over the last couple days. And hopefully this helps you guys in your decision if you want to buy this car or not. But don't let my persuasion, I guess, against the Type R kind of swayed you against. This car is phenomenal. It is a great car for what it is. Can it be better in some areas? Yes. Can you still get the fun out of everything that you want? Yeah. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll get y'all in another video. Peace.